What's up, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Got a small video for you guys. I've seen a couple videos. Calix Boxing and Joe Beaver both kind of made videos touching on this, and these are the only ones I've seen. On Klitschko versus Klitschko. Would you fight your brother for $25 million? And this is going to my perspective. Me, I grew up a lower middle class childhood. Parents both had, decent jobs. Parents had decent jobs, and from growing up, I remember my dad when I was a kid had said something along the lines, because there was a commercial that came on television, and it was Evander Holyfield, and basically he knocked some guy's head off, and the other guy was getting paid like $1 million, $2 million. My dad was like, well, he's like, I would do the same thing. And I looked at my dad like he was nuts. Like, you would get in the ring, and I was like 13, 14 at the time, and I'm like, you would get in the ring with Evander Holyfield and get your head knocked off for $2 million? He's like, hell yeah. So now, being an adult, I understand the whole gist of it. Now, would I fight my brother for $25 million? Well, third problem. Well, let me get into it. With me, I could pick and choose any brother I want. I have two in mind, but it's well known that I have one brother I simply did not get along with. I would definitely fight for $25 million. Hell, I'll fight for $1 million. Hell, $500,000. I'll sell for that too. It's enough to pay off student loans and everything. Would I fight my brother for that much money? Yeah, I would actually fight my brother for $25 million. I would, go up from 170 pounds to 200 pounds and put on 30 pounds of fat just to fight my brother. And I wouldn't even fight more than half the time. I'd probably make it a track fight. That's pretty much what I would do for that kind of money. I would, put on a pair of gloves. I would put on a pair of gloves, put on 30 pounds, and fight one of my brothers for that kind of money. And this is me, and this is coming from a common man with a middle class background. I would fight my brother for that kind of money. Klitschko versus Klitschko more than likely will never happen, and I can understand to an extent, because it's like when you have money, then it's like this. If they were broke, and stuff, then I can understand why they would fight each other. But they have money, and they're going to continue getting money and continue getting these decent paydays, fighting whoever, because people are going to go to their bouts and almost sell out the arena. But there's double the money in fighting each other. But then again, they have money. They have money, and they can continue getting it fighting other opponents. But for pretty much, I guess, less than half of what it is for them to face each other. But it is what it is. I doubt the brothers will ever face each other unless that was like the only way. Like, say they're like two mandatories for one belt, and they want to get a belt, and they probably wouldn't even fight each other for that neither. Who knows? But brother versus brother, that would be very historic in the sport of boxing. Something that's never been seen before, and probably more likely will never be seen. The only chance we have for that is Andre Dirrell versus Anthony Dirrell. They both are super middleweights. Heck, you could even possibly say Anthony Peterson versus Lamont Peterson. But brother versus brother on top of the game, ruling the division, there's a lot of money in that, and they're not going to do the fight. So I can tell you this, I can understand to an extent to why they're not fighting each other. They're close, and both the brothers wanted to hold their own belts. Wladimir having more than Vitali, and they wanted to hold all the belts and, you know, pretty much be this two-headed monster in one division. But, you know, when the smoke clears, and settles, at the end of the day, everybody, you know, when I'll tell you this, if Povetkin, Helenas, Adamek, and another possible fight with Areola goes down, and they defeat all these guys, to me, I think they should either retire or face each other. That's the only route to go for them. But overall, we all would love to see the fight, but not gonna happen. So anyway, peace. That was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.